Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Ephesians 6:10-12. On July 22nd, 2025, the music world mourned the loss of Ozzy Osbourne, the legendary figure of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, who passed away at the age of 76.
We do have breaking news from the world of entertainment. We have received word that music legend Ozzy Osbourne has died. Osborne, as you know, pioneered heavy metal music with Black Sabbath before going on to have huge success in his own right. He was known for hits including Iron Man, Paranoid, War Pigs, Crazy Train, of course, and Bark at the Moon, both with the band and as a solo star. His death comes just weeks after reuniting with his Black Sabbath bandmates and performing a massive farewell concert for fans in his hometown of Birmingham, England.
On the same day, Trump made headlines by accusing Barack Obama of treason.
Backers of conspiracy theories about Epstein have urged Trump, who socialized with him during the 1990s and early 2000s, to release investigative files related to the case. Asked in the Oval Office about Epstein, Trump quickly pivoted into an attack on Obama.
The witch hunt that you should be talking about is they caught President Obama absolutely cold.
Trump suggested action would be taken against Obama and his former officials.
It's time to start after what they did to me, and whether it's right or wrong, it's time to go after people. Obama's been caught directly.
While Trump has frequently attacked Obama by name, it's the furthest he's gone since returning to office in pointing the finger at his Democratic predecessor with allegations of criminal action. A spokesperson for Obama denounced Trump's claims, saying, quote, "These bizarre allegations are ridiculous and a weak attempt at distraction."
Just 2 days later, the wrestling community faced another significant loss with the death of WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan at 71. Remembered for his legendary rivalry with the French wrestler known as the Eighth Wonder of the World, Andre the Giant. Additionally, on July 24th, Columbia University reached a substantial $221 million settlement with the Trump administration.
Columbia University and the Trump administration have reached a deal that restores federal funding and research grant money to the university. As part of the agreement, Columbia will pay $200 million to the federal government over 3 years and an additional $21 million to resolve alleged civil rights violations against Jewish employees.
At first glance, these events may seem unrelated. However, when we take a deeper look into these events, it becomes obvious that this was another satanic ritual meant to exalt the devil and his Antichrist and to promote the formation of his one-world beast system. So without further ado, let's get into it. If you've been paying attention to the information provided in this body of work, then you probably picked up on the significance of the date of Ozzy Osbourne's death, along with his age. For years now, I've been telling you guys that these satanic ritual human sacrifices are carried out by the numbers through the use of numerology. This is done to point us to the setting free or releasing of Abaddon or Apollyon, the king of the bottomless pit. For those of you that were not able to decipher the meaning found in the date of his death and his age, let me explain. July 22nd, or 722, can be expressed as 7 and 2 plus 2 equals 4, or 7-4, which points us to July 4th, or Independence Day, a reference to the setting free or releasing of the king of the pit. Remember, we saw the sacrifice of Julio Fulio at the Holiday Inn, and I told you then that Julio, which means July, in the Holiday Inn was a reference to the only holiday in July, the 4th of July. Julio Fulio was also connected to number 44, Obama, as his sacrifice on June 23rd occurred around 4:40 a.m. across the street from the University of South Florida. The time of the ambush, 4:40, points to number 44, Barack Obama. Further, USF uses the devil horn's hand sign in the bull as its logo, which is a reference to the horned bull god, Molech, or Satan. This is also a reference to the Chicago Bull, Barack Obama. Ozzy Osbourne gave his farewell performance with his group Black Sabbath in Birmingham, England on July 5th, just one day after the 4th of July. It should be noted that Ozzy Osbourne also performed at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham as well, back in 2022. 22 times 2 is 44, and further points us to Barack Obama. In addition, the city of Birmingham, England, is the twin city to Birmingham, Alabama, or Bama. Remember I showed you how the movie Forrest Gump connected Bama or Bama with number 44, Barack Obama, as well. You may remember that the Commonwealth Games began with a depiction of the fallen angels.
Time now for the 2022 Commonwealth Games opening ceremony here at the Alexander Stadium in Birmingham. Let's hand you over to Hazel Irvin and Andrew Cotton.
Not only that, but the mascot for the Commonwealth Games was a bull with the numbers 444 on his shirt. The spectacle of this bull exuding fire and smoke from its nostrils was presented to the world as a symbol of global reverence for the horned bull god and his Antichrist, the Chicago Bull, Barack Obama. This display served as a striking reference of the broader phenomenon of idol worship accepted in the world today. The importance of the connection to the 4th of July cannot be understated. Remember, we also spoke about Katy Perry's song, Fireworks, in which she sings about the 4th of July.
Like the 4th of July.
Ozzy's age, 76 years old, further confirms the fact that his death was meant to connect him with July 4th, since 76 is a reference to July 4th, 1776, the very day that was selected as the birth of this nation on Independence Day. The 4th of July is also connected to the American Revolution and the Revolutionary War of 1776, which points to rebellion. This further is meant to direct our attention to the devil and Satan, who led the very first rebellion or revolution in heaven. According to Barack Obama's mentor, Saul Alinsky, as he stated in his book, Rules for Radicals. The spirit of rebellion or revolution is known as the spirit of 76. Remember, Obama gave his speech for the D20 at the American Revolution Museum in Philadelphia, in which he mentioned the number 76.
Tonight, I want to talk as plainly as I can about the stakes in this election. Because what we do these next 76 days will echo through generations to come. I'm in Philadelphia.
One of Ozzy Osbourne's most famous songs is Iron Man. This too points to Obama, who previously depicted himself as Iron Man.
Today I am joined by researchers who invent some of the most advanced metals on the planet, designers who are modeling prototypes in the digital cloud, folks from the Pentagon who help to support their work. Basically, I'm here to announce that we're building Iron Man. I'm going to blast off in a second. This has been a secret project we've been working on for a long time.
The significance of the label Iron Man points to the Nephilim giants, who we learned in Genesis 6:4 are the progeny of fallen angels, taking wives of human women who bear children to them, creating giants. These giants are described as iron mixed with miry clay, as found in Daniel 2:43, which declares, "And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay." Like the death of Ozzy Osbourne at age 76 on July 22nd or 7/4, which points to July 4th, 1776, Hulk Hogan's death also points us to the very same thing.